Good morning, good morning. Hi, Michelle. What's up, you guys? Good morning. We'll get started in just a couple of minutes. So if you haven't already grabbed your weights, grab on. If you're not using weights today, no problem at all. If you do want to add on something that is a little more weighted, then, right, water bottles, cans, jars, those kinds of things can offer a little bit of resistance. But no worries if you don't have any weights. The practice will still be challenging, promise. All right, well, we'll get started in just a couple of minutes. I'll meet you on your mat. All right, so we'll get started. While the last few people are kind of straggling in, if there's any last little bits of people. So again, we're gonna use weights. If you're not using them, like I said earlier, not a problem at all. We're gonna make you sweat no matter what. So make sure you have water, make sure you have a towel. If you're using any props and you don't necessarily have a block, then things like a rolled up towel or book can be helpful. We don't have anything specific for props today besides weights, but if you ever like to use them, these are things that you can use as an option. And as always, what's important throughout any practice, any physical activity, but particularly when you're doing yoga and then we're adding on things like weights and strength training moves, listen to your body. Okay, check in all the time. If your body needs rest, listen. Your body and your mind will need to kind of find a common ground, right? And only you really know where that edge is. So if you need more, add more. If you need less, be okay taking less too. And have fun, right? Move your body, work up a little bit of a sweat. get those kind of endorphins flowing, and let's just make this day incredibly positive, and it starts right here on our mats. So let's meet there. Go ahead and take a moment. If you're not already there, slide onto your mat and then lay back. We're gonna start on our backs today, and so just take a moment to relax your shoulders down, kind of wiggle yourself into a comfortable position, and if it feels comfortable from here, close your eyes. Start by, as always, at the beginning of your practice, by lengthening your breath. See if you can take the length of your inhale a little longer and the length of your exhale as well. For just these first couple of moments at the beginning of your practice, notice what you notice. Is there a little twinge or a little ache somewhere? Something you need to be mindful of? Or does your body feel so incredibly full of energy, you just really almost need to move it? Just for a moment at the beginning of your practice, just a quick little scan. This way you can push or dial back accordingly. And as you continue on throughout your practice this morning, keep checking in. Notice if things start to feel challenging, if things feel easier. Just keep tapping into you. Connect. This is the time. You've already set it aside, so let's use it. On your next inhale, slowly bend your knees and place the soles of your feet flat to the floor. You can flutter your eyes open when you're ready and just take a quick little peek. Knees and feet about hip width distance apart. So just look for your hips, bring your knees about in the same line. See if you can kind of sense that your heels are pretty much underneath your knees, and pull your shoulders away from your ears so you can press your shoulder blades down into the floor. Take a nice big breath in. And on your exhale, slowly tuck your pelvis towards you. Lift and peel your spine off the mat. As you do, keep lifting your hips by squeezing your glutes, press the soles of your feet. Really work your hips up nice and high so you open up through your rib cage a little bit. Press down through your palms. Lift up one more time. Inhale. And then on your exhale, slowly lift your heels. Guide yourself down nice and slow. Roll all the way down. Just really take your time for these first couple. We're going to do 2 more just like that, as slow as you possibly can. Really getting 1, the body to turn on, but 2, for you to connect your body, mind, and movement with your breath. So big breath in, fill up. As you exhale, tuck your pelvis, peel your spine off the mat, lift, squeeze your glutes, walk your shoulders underneath you just a little bit more. Maybe finding a little bit more space on the second round through. Squeeze, lift, breathe in. Exhale, heels up nice and slow. Guide yourself down. Take your time. Really, really control your descent. Good, let's do 1 more. Big breath in. On your exhale, tuck, curl, lift, peel your hips off the mat. Really take your time. Press your hips high. Squeeze your glutes. Walk your shoulders underneath you. See if you can start to lift your hips even higher. Notice how good it feels as you turn on the back side of your body. Really good for supporting your low back a little bit here. Keep your hips lifted. Breathe in. Okay, nice and slow. Roll it down. Heels up. Take it slow. Move with your breath. And see if you can keep the exhale long so your tailbone reaches the mat last. Good, and then you can windshield wiper your knees from right to left. And we'll do that again, but this time we'll move a little bit more with the breath. And we'll add a little extra. So on your inhale, you'll lift your hips, drag the soles of your feet, reach your arms overhead. As you exhale, gently release your arms by your side and see if you can time it as your hips reach the mat last. So here we go. Inhale, hips up, arms overhead. Exhale, nice and slow. Release all the way to the floor. Let your arms go with you. Inhale, hips up, arms up. Take your time. Lift, lift, lift. Arms as far overhead as they got. Exhale, nice and slow. Start to guide yourself down, tailbone to the mat last. Just moving with your breath. Let's do 4 more. 4. 3. 2. And then one last one. Lift your hips, breathe in, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And use your exhale, take your time, nice and slow. Just warming up the shoulders a little bit, warming up your hips. Again, you can kind of windshield wiper your knees from right to left, just release the low back. Take your time, there's no rush. And then once you've gone right to left a couple of times, pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug. Again, you can take a nice little rock or sway and keep your knees into your chest, take an inhale. On your exhale, slowly peel your shoulder blades off the mat, lift your head and shoulders. Take another inhale, stretch your left leg long. And on your exhale, switch, bring the left knee in, right leg long. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Moving from right to left. Excuse me, and then just squeeze the knee, the opposite leg in. So grab onto the shin, squeeze the right, and then grab onto the shin, squeeze into the left. So just creating a little bit of dynamic movement with breath, helping to open up your hips. That'll necessarily turn your abs on a little bit. Squeeze in, switch, squeeze in. We'll do 2 more. And then the last one, right and left. Hold the left leg in, release the right leg to the floor. Relax your shoulders. Just kind of opening up the hips a little bit. Take another inhale. Let's add a twist. Right hand on the outside of your left leg. Gently pull your left leg across your body. Push down through your right heel and right hip and your left shoulder and shoulder blade. Nice and slow, come back through center. Give your left leg a little squeeze. Pull your right knee into your chest. Same kind of thing. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Press your spine flat into the floor. Notice if you can find that little bit of an aching sensation here in the right hip. Another nice full breath. And exhale, add a twist. Left hand on the outside of the right leg. Gently bring yourself back through center. Give your right leg a little squeeze and release it long. On your next inhale, pull both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze and release your legs all the way up towards the ceiling. Let your hands relax by your side. Straighten your legs as far as straight as you can possibly get them. And then inhale, lower your right leg, let it hover. And on your exhale, bring it back up to center. Inhale, hover. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lift. Inhale. Exhale back to the top. Good. And if you want to pick up the pace, right, you might inhale down and up and then exhale to switch down and up. If you want even more than that, peel your shoulder blades off the mat. Take a light grip on the back of your head to support your head and your neck. Continuing that right to left switch with straight legs. And if you want even more than this, because why not? It's a Saturday morning, right? Here we go. Both legs will lower and then lift. Bring them up to 90. Lower and then lift. We'll do 5 of them. Let's go for 5. 4. 3. Last 2. And then the last one, let them hover. Hold it. Little kicks. Press down through your low back. You can point your toes or flex your feet. We're just here for 10. 9. 8, 7, big breath, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze and rock and roll yourself all the way up to a seat. Come sitting up nice and tall. So take a moment to sit up cross-legged. You can roll your shoulders a couple of times and inhale, sweep your arms overhead. On your exhale, take a little side bend towards the right. Just open up a little bit of space on the left side of your body. Good. Inhale yourself through center, and on your exhale, you'll just take it to the opposite side. And so we're going to move with the breath a little bit. So inhale through center, Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. And just move from right to left with your breath. And you're just opening up a little bit of space on the side body. It's super responsible for the stability of the back side of the body, right? Spine has about 6 planes of movement, so right to left, front to back, twist right to left. Good. All right, we're done. Even it out and meet back in center. Take a moment to just kind of roll your shoulders a little bit, release your head, neck, and shoulders if they're feeling a little snug, and then interlace your grip. And we'll just roll, all right? Just roll your wrists. Just kind of give them a little bit of love here. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy or super specific, but you're just looking to get a little bit of blood flow moving in your wrists, work through any little sticky spots. If you have a nasty habit of popping your knuckles like I do, then you might be doing that right now. And you just want to make sure that the hands feel like they've had a little bit of attention. Just that little bit of attention can really create and keep the stability of your wrists. I know when I first started practicing, my wrists were having a hard time. So if your wrists ever start to bother you, just really come back to stretching, focusing, and it's all about the distribution of weight on the hands. So we'll talk about that once we get into down dog. But once you've kind of given that moment, release it. Rock forward into your palms, untuck, and let's meet in tabletop. So with your hands underneath your shoulders, spread your fingertips really wide. And so you'll rock the body's weight forward into your finger pads till you start to feel your fingers turn on, that little fleshy place underneath your fingernails get really strong. This is super important for anything that you put on your hands, any kind of pressure. So whether it's planks, push-ups, chaturangas, down dogs, the whole game. Take a nice big breath in. On your exhale, press down to the tops of your feet. Push the floor away as you lift and hover your knees off the mat. Now tuck your tailbone under just a little bit. Nice little hold. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently release your knees to the floor. Take a moment to reset. Breathe in. Big breath out. Reset one more time. Inhale. Press down to the tops of your feet. Exhale, lift. Hover your knees off the mat. Push the floor away so you don't move your upper back and shoulders. Find a nice strong hold. Breathe in. And on your exhale, gently release yourself to the floor. Okay, this time tuck your toes. Big breath in. Exhale, tuck, and lift. Just a little hover. Push the floor away. Strong and steady. You've got it. Take another inhale. And exhale to down dog. Push your hips back and up. Inhale, look forward. Come high to your toes. Hover your knees back off the mat. Little hold. 3, 2, breathe in. Exhale, press back. Down dog. Again, inhale, look forward. High to your toes. Lower your knees. Let them hover. Exhale. Big breath. Fill up. Exhale. Down dog. Press it back. Do a couple more like that. Inhale, floating tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, floating tabletop. Let them hover. Exhale, down dog. 2 more. Inhale, float. Exhale, down dog. Last one. Inhale, float, hold. Let your knees go wide. And then squeeze them in. Open, close. Open, close. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, push the floor away, hold your belly in for 3, stay strong, 2, and the last one, down dog, push your hips back and up, big breath in, and a strong breath out. Come high to your toes, look to the top of your mat, breathe in. As you exhale, slowly walk to the top of your mat, as many steps as you'd like. Inhale, lengthen, look forward, flat back, exhale, fold in. So give yourself a moment here, you can open up your feet, like hip width distance or so, maybe grab for the ankles or toes. You can create a little more space on the backside of your body or a little less. It's up to you, more intensity or less intensity, right? So if you want a little less intensity, bend your knees. Let yourself just kind of relax a little bit, even out the distribution of weight, pressing it towards the heels. Or if you're looking for that really strong stretch, rock your body's weight forward, work to straighten your legs, take a grip wherever you like to take your grip. And stretch. We're gonna be here for 3 breaths. 3. More intensity or less intensity for 2. 1 more big breath in. And a big breath out. Gently start to release whatever grip you took. Let it go. On your next inhale, let's roll up, peel up nice and slow. Good, stand up tall, roll your shoulders. Give yourself a little bit of moment. And sunning. Inhale, super arms overhead. On your exhale, fold forward from your waist. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step through to your plank. Stack your shoulders over the tops of your wrists, push the floor away. Press down through your finger pads and the inner arch in between your index finger and your thumb. Super important. Take an inhale. On your exhale, lower your knees to the floor. Squeeze your elbows in close and slowly lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, peel your chest off the mat. Look up, find cobra. Exhale, release, roll down. Let's give your spine a little bit of love. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, peel. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, lift, peel, hold for 3. Press down to the tops of your feet, squeeze your glutes, you got 2. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, push up, tabletop to down dog. Big breath in, strong breath out. All right, bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. Step, hop, or walk. Look forward, halfway lengthen. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, find chair, hips low, arms high. Reach to your fingertips, little tuck of your tailbone under, belly in. We're just gonna start with some pulses just to warm things up a little bit. So make sure you really drive your body's weight back towards your heels. Pull your low belly in and start your pulses. So make sure that when you're pulsing, you can still look down and see all 10 toes. And if you want extra, you can peel your toes up towards your face a little bit and start to increase that little burn on the tops of your thighs. So hands can be up, they can goalpost, they can come to the center of your chest. Whatever you want to do with your arms, we're here for 10 more pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7. Hold your abs in, spine straight. 5 more, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, fold. Let's rinse that out with a vinyasa. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, plant and flow. Step through, halfway down or all the way down. Up dog or cobra. Exhale as you pull back, down dog. Big breath. Let it go. Bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. Travel to the top, step, hop, or walk. Look forward, halfway lengthen. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, grab onto your weights. Let's meet and share. All right, roll your shoulders back, pull your belly in, broaden your chest. We're gonna start with a bicep curl, so nice and easy. Palms up, we'll go down, we'll go up. Lift and lower. Good, keep your chest tall, shift your body's weight to your heels, really focus on your breath. 8 more, 7, 6, 5. Keep it nice and strong through your wrists. Solid grip on the weights, but nothing ever choking them to death, right? You can press up onto the toes for the last 4. We got 3, and we'll meet at the top in 2. Last one, come all the way to the top, just halfway down. All the way up halfway. All the way up halfway. Keep moving. Find that halfway point. Draw it right back up to the shoulders. Just halfway, all the way. Halfway, all the way. Focus on your breath. Again, you can come up to balance on the toes if you're wanting to play with your balance a little bit today. Right? You might want to play with it a little bit and then put it down. That's okay too, right? 8, 7, 6. Big breaths. 5, 4, 3. And we'll set up for a little pulse in 2. Here we go. Lower to that midway point and just pulse up. Little pulses go up, up, up. Make them tiny. Yeah. Just carving out your bicep. Big breaths. 8, 7, and we'll set up for a squat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights into your chest. Stand up nice and tall. Open up your feet. A little wider than your hips. Little turn out of your toes. Keep your chest nice and tall. Breathe in. Lower your hips down nice and slow. On your exhale, take that same amount of time. Drive up. Big squeeze. Inhale down. Exhale up. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Good, and just take about a 2 count down and a 2 count up. This way you're kind of warming things up a little bit. Notice what you notice for these first few rounds of squats. Nice strong squeeze at the top, little activation of your abdominals, activation of your glutes. So you drive the body's weight back, push up through your heels, and squeeze at the top. We'll do 4 more. Last two. Last one, stay low. Let's start to pulse. Keep your hips low, pull your belly in. Notice if you push your hips back and kind of arch and your spine, little tuck of the tailbone under. Just, it's really, really slight, but it's enough to stabilize the front abs, low abs rather, and it stabilizes the low back. Good, push the body's weight back. 4 more pulses, 4, 3, 2, hold it, take an inhale. On your exhale, we make it up for 4, 3, 2, and stand together. Lift your chest, breathe in. Exhale, fold forward from your waist. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, plant and flow through your vinyasa. You can always hold a plank too. Take it where you need to go. Up dog or cobra. Send it back to your down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, look forward, lower your knees, hover. Little floating tabletop. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, press forward, floating tabletop. Exhale, press back, down dog. 4 more. Inhale, float. Exhale, press back. Inhale, float. Exhale, press back. Last 2. Inhale, float. Exhale, press back. Last one, inhale, find your floating tabletop, push the floor away. Open your knees out, center, 10, 9, 8, 7, big breath, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down dog. Press it back, big breath in. Strong breath out. Look to the top of your mat. Step, hop, or walk to the top. Look forward. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, grab onto your weights, meet back in your chair. Okay, here we go. Pull your belly in, lift your chest. This time, we're gonna come all the way up, flip the palms, and then all the way down. So flip your palms up as you come up, and then palms down as you go up, flip, lower, flip, up, flip, lower, flip. Let's do 8, 7, 6. Hold your abs in, push your body's weight back. Big breaths. Good, last 4. 3 more. Last 2, and we'll meet at the bottom. Last one, meet at the bottom, come halfway up. So palms are facing down, all the way down, halfway up. Down, halfway, down, halfway. Keep going. Down, halfway, down, halfway. Find your breath. Down, halfway, down, halfway. Keep it up. Down, halfway. 4 more. Let's go. 4. Lift. Option to come to your toes for 3. Maybe sit a little deeper. 2. Last one. Hover, lift it, pulse down. Palms go down, down, down. 8 more. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5. Heels up. 4, 3, 2. Stand tall. Open it up. Feet a little wider than your hips again. Turn your toes out. We'll hit another round of squats. Down and up with a 1 count. So inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And your inhale and exhale is going to look different than mine, so make sure it's with your breath count. Good. Really strong squeeze at the top. Just lubricating the hips a little bit. Wake up your glutes just a little more. And you're only coming down to your depth, right? Make sure your knees are behind your toes. Really drive the body's weight back. Push up with a little squeeze at the top. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, we're low. Last one, come down, just halfway up. Down, halfway, down, halfway. 4 more. Down, halfway, down, halfway. Last 2, down, halfway, down, halfway. Hold. 4, 5. Just a hold. 4, 3, 2. Bring it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step together, chest up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga, plant and flow. Take it through your vinyasa, elbows in. Up dog or cobra. Back into your down dog. Big breath, little reset. Let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg high, split dog. Exhale, take your right knee to your right elbow or tricep. So on the outside of the body. Inhale, right leg up, same thing. Exhale, right knee to elbow or tricep. Inhale, right leg high. 2 more. Here we go. Squeeze. Inhale, split dog. Exhale, squeeze elbow to knee. Just hold it. 3, 2. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step through. Runner's lunge. So take a moment to get your lunge nice and long. Set yourself up. 10 toes facing forward. Grab onto your weights. Inhale to high crescent. Reset. Exhale, weights in. 1 more. Inhale, high crescent. And exhale, weights into your chest. Roll your shoulders back. Stand up nice and tall. Woo. Lean deeply into your lunge. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. With your breath. Use it as a tool. It is your powerhouse, your breath. We need it. We love it. We got to have it. We're hitting a lateral raise. So open up your arms about 90 degrees. And we're going to lift and lower. Inhale. So exhale where you find the most challenge. So drive through the feet. Lift. Lower. Lift. Here's 8. Push. 7. Build that endurance. 6. 5. 4 more. 3. 2. And we stay low. Last one. Hold it low. Just a pulse for 8. 7. Big breath. 6. 5. Here we are. 4. 3. Stay with it. 2. Inhale. High crescent. Exhale. Weights into your chest. Warrior 2. Back heel spins down. Bend deeply into your right knee. You can give your shoulders a couple of rolls if you ever need it. Send your lunge nice and low so you can see your right big toe in this case. Drive down for your left pinky toe. Chest up nice and tall. Big breaths. Right hand on your hip. Left arm drives down. And then pull back, add a little twist. Row down, squeeze back. Row down, squeeze back. Right? So kind of like you're starting a lawnmower. Not now, like in 1995. But it's good. I always love this one. Nice little twist. And if your low back ever bothers you, just don't come down quite as low. You can still offer that really fluid movement that helps to target the obliques and upper back without pressing past your edge, right? 4 more. 3, and we'll set up for a front raise. We got 2. And then last one, bring it down and up. Stay tall but low in your lunge. Front arm, left, lifts, and then lowers. Lift, lower. So chest up. Belly in, full of focus. We're gonna add the legs, promise, in 3. Stay low while you can for 2. Find the space, it's not very long. Last one, straighten your front leg and lift your arm, and then bend deeply. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Start to come back to your rhythm, back to your breath. Doing the work to open up your hips, so take a front peek at your front knee. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold that up low into your low. Just hold the front heel lifts and then lowers. Lift, lower. It's just a hold of the left arm. Nice and strong. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Release the weight, straighten out your front legs. Spin your heels in, toes out, and a big breath to find star. On your exhale, lower. 1 more inhale, star. And exhale, bring it down. Weights into your chest, elbows out wide. We'll dip to the side, dip to the side. Keep your elbows wide. Weights at the center of your chest. Slow oblique action, so dip right to left. Big breaths. 4 more. 3, 2, and the last one, just hold the left elbow towards your left knee. 3, 2, switch to the right. Hold, nice and approach to the side body. 3, 2, and inhale back to center. Inhale, find star. And exhale, bring it all the way down. Weights out in front. Draw your chest back, push your hips forward. Keep working your knees really wide. Focus on your breath. And you'll tap opposite arm to opposite shoulder. Option to come up onto the toes. Right, you might want more, you might want less. Big breaths, tap, tap. Left to right, right to left. Put in the work right here. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to find star. We got 1 more. Here we go. Come all the way down. Take your weights all the way out in front. Palms face each other. We'll open out, center, out, center. Open, center, open. And if this feels, girl, give me more, go both. Come on, nothing's stopping you, right? Open it up. Again, you can come to the toes. Alternate or stay with both arms in motion. Yeah. 4, come on. 3, maybe lower. 2. Last one, there it is. Open and back to center. Reset to find star. Exhale, weights into your chest. Pivot your feet, bend at your knees, release your weights, and give yourself a little bit of love. Stretch the top of your head down. So look for a little bit of space. You might want to sway a little bit. But we're going to add a twist. So here we are. Look forward and lengthen. Take your left hand in front of your 2 big toes. You may want to rest it on your weights. You may not. But sweep your right arm open. So notice as soon as you start to sweep the right arm open, your hips might shift all the way off towards the right. So notice if you can kind of even out the distribution of your weight and see if you can pull it back towards the left a little bit. Opening up your thoracic spine a little more. You might find a little extra sensation in your low back, especially if the low back is feeling a little snug right now. But the thoracic twist is really important for releasing the low back. So stay with it for just a few more breaths. Keep the weight as even as you can towards the left. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, let's release. Okay, do the same thing. So right palm down. Left palm sweeps up. Look towards the ceiling. And then again, if your hip shifted all the way off to the left in this case, pull back to the right, reach through your left fingertips all the way towards the ceiling. Get open through your thoracic spine. It's important movement, necessary for releasing the lower and upper back, right? Into the cervical vertebra, into the low lumbar spine. Big breath in and gently release. Good, take any last little free movement that you feel like you need in order to feel reset. Little wiggles or shakes. And let's set up for some V's. So grab onto your weights, lift up about halfway. Pull your belly in, straighten out your spine. Bring the numbers of your weights to kiss. You'll pull wide with your elbows and then press down slow. Pull wide, press low. Wide, low. Squeeze. Woo, dripping in here. Don't even have a heater on. Yeah. Good, soft bend in the knees, pull your belly in. Spine nice and straight, squeeze back, press down. And you're just tracing the same line. Let's finish with 8. 7, 6, 5 more, 4. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Weights into your chest. Take an inhale. On your exhale, fold and let it go. Couple more little shakes or wiggles if you need it, and then grab onto your weights, set them at the top of your mat, pivot, plant, and vinyasa. Elbows in, up dog or cobra. Send it back as you find your down dog. Big breath, reset. Big breath, let it go. Inhale, look forward, bend at your knees, hover tabletop. Inhale at your tabletop, exhale, down dog. Let's do 4 of those again. Inhale, floating tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float. Exhale, down dog. Good. 2 more. And last one. Press up, find down dog. Okay, so we're gonna take something a little different than our traditional push-ups that we do. So spread your fingertips wide. Make sure your shoulders and your hands are in the same line. And you'll start with just your elbows. So you might start with the left or the right. We'll start with the right just for viewing sake. And you'll lower down, maybe your forearm touches, and then straighten back out. You can go for the left. And then center, right, back to your reset, left to right. So you can go one at a time. If you want even more challenge, you go both at the same time. Set them down, press your palms, lift them up. And you can bend in the knees if you need to, it's fine. You're just bringing your forearms down as far as they go. They might touch, and then you drive through your palms and lift them up. So lower, lift, legs straight or bent. Right, your down dog for 3. Big breaths, come on, choose, squeeze your elbows in so they stack in line with your shoulders. Last one, lower, just hold it. Good, nice big breaths. Stay strong, you got it. Work your heels towards the mat, little turbo dog, and then press through your palms, press up, down dog. Lower to your knees, child's pose, press your hips back. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, bring it up. Okay, so we're gonna take another round of push-ups, a little different. And we're gonna take uneven push-ups. So you'll come all the way onto your belly and lay down. You can slide your weights out of the way for a little bit. So you'll take one hand a little closer towards the bottom of your rib cage. Towards the bottom of your rib cage. So the elbow goes back, a little bit like chaturanga style. And then the opposite hand will go up towards the shoulder, a little bit in front. So you get one elbow that goes out to the side, one elbow that goes out to the back. So you'll press up, knees or feet, and then you lower yourself all the way to the floor and you just switch. One hand goes higher, one hand goes lower. Push the floor away, lower to your belly, switch. Again, you can do your knees on your feet. We're gonna hit 8 of them, so let's go for 8. Nice big push, switch. Now, if you want even more, you can keep going. You can switch in your plank and just go halfway down. Switch, switch. Last 4. 3. Last 2. And last 1. Knees down. Press them back. Child's pose. Take a breath. Grab a sip or a swipe if you need it. We're going to meet back in down dog in 3. All right, let's do this. Hips back up, rock forward, tabletop, down dog. Take a moment, reset, settle. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, let's do this to the left. Inhale, lift your left leg high, split dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow or tricep. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, split dog. Exhale, squeeze to the side. Last 2. Exhale, squeeze in. Last 1. Exhale, squeeze and hold. Knee towards your tricep or elbow. Push the floor away. Get really, really tight. 3, 2, split dog. Left leg goes high. Inhale. Exhale, step through. Runner's lunge. Get long. Take your moment. Set yourself up and grab onto your weights. Inhale as you rise to find high crescent. Reach up. Exhale, lower. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Weights in your chest. Okay, all 10 toes pointing forward. Hips square, shoulders stacked on top, lower and lift. Bend and straighten. And once you find your balance, y'all add on that lateral raise. So more or less bend in the elbows is gonna be up to you. Draw your chest back, lower your back knee, hover, and then lift. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Big breaths. Go get it, y'all, come on. 8, 7, 6. Use your exhale to drive you through the most challenging part of your movement for 3, 2, and hold the pulse for 8. Draw your chest back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale. High crescent. Exhale, open up warrior 2. Back heel spins down. Little W in your arms if you need it. Sink low into your lunge. Take your left hand on your hip. Right arm presses down at a diagonal. And then squeeze back. Drive down. Little twist. Drive. Little twist. So focus on your breath. Stay deep in that lunge. You gotta release some tension from your hips. Open up and create space to stabilize the knee. And, you know, it's never a bad thing to build a little inner thigh strength. Good. Reach, pull away. Reach, pull. 4. Come on. 3. We'll set up for that front raise. 2. And then there it is. Row down, squeeze up, release. Stand up nice and tall. Drive. Oh, stay in your lunge. Look longer. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. I gotta keep it even, right? Lift, lower. I'm really gonna hold your breath, right? Push hips forward, chest back. Lift and then lower. Okay, we're gonna add the legs. Here they are. Lower and then drive up and lift. Bend, lift, bend, lift. Again, use your exhale. Make sure the front knee doesn't go out beyond your toes, right? Always stays tucked behind. Knee is still following the same pathway as your foot. So stabilizing the knee, but really working to open up the hip joint, creating a little lubrication there. 4 more. Lift. 3, 2. And then the last one, lower, but lift your weight. So stay low in your lunge, push your hips forward, chest back, and then just the front here lifts and then lowers. Only your front heel in motion. Lift up high onto your toes and then release. Lift and then lower. Really focus on your breath. Get a hold right there. Drive down through your toes. Focus. 3, 2, and keep your heel lifted. Keep the weight out in front of you. Big breaths. Hold it. Maybe sink a little lower. 3, 2, and drive all the way out. Release your weights. Heels in, toes out. Big breath to find star. Reach up. Exhale, lower. Elbows wide, weights into your chest. Let's take those dips from right to left. Dip, 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 dip. Big breath, so pull your knees wide, focus on your breath. Dip, 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 dip. 5, 4, 3. We'll reset in 2. And last one, take it left to right. And inhale to find star. Exhale, come all the way down, sit low. Take your weights out in front of you again, but this time we're gonna go up to the shoulder, back. Up, over the shoulder rather, back in line. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Good, so keep your hips low. Weights or no weights, whatever you choose, no jerking. So really smooth, really fluid movements. This way you protect your shoulders. If you've ever had a shoulder injury, you know how incredibly challenging it can be just to do normal things. So please be kind to your shoulders. If you're nursing one, be nice. If you've never had one, be nice. 4 more. 3. Maybe sit a little lower. 2. Last one, finish it off. And then reset, find star. Exhale, weights into your chest, pivot your feet, bend your knees, take a release, grab for your heels, add a little stretch. Top of your head down. See if you can work to push your tailbone up towards the ceiling, stretch and lengthen as long as you possibly can. And then nice and slow, release your grip, look forward, halfway lift. Stay for an exhale. You can heel toe the feet in just a little bit, so they're just a little wider than hip width distance. Soften up the bend in your knees, grab onto your weights, come up halfway. We'll hit one more round of V, so pull your belly in. Flatten out your back. Numbers of your weights come close. Pull wide again, and then press down slow. So nice and easy, slow and steady. You know, you're really looking to find that ease in the effort. Trust me, none of this is easy. It's not supposed to be easy, really. It's supposed to be hard. So hopefully it's a little bit challenging. But it's always about finding that little sliver of ease. Can you relax your face? Can you control your breath? Can you notice what's happening in your mind and channel that energy, that chatter, into taking you a little more in the direction you want to go? You want to feel better, stand taller, breathe easier, move easier, get out of bed easier. Normal things that as they start to go away become very important, right? 4 more. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Weights into your chest. Take a fold. Let it go. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Give them a couple little wiggles or shakes. And then look forward and lengthen. Halfway lift. Soften up the bend in your knees. Grab onto your waist. Set them at the top of your mat. Pivot, plant, vinyasa. Rinse that through. You can step right into your down dog if you ever need it. We find nice big breath. Okay. We're going to hit it again. Spread your fingertips wide. Hands in line with your shoulders. Same thing. You'll lower down to the forearms and then press back up. You can keep a bend in the knees or drive your heels towards the floor. Take your choice. Lower and lift. And you can always do that one at a time. Your forearms may not touch the floor all the way. I just want you to bring them down as far as you can and then drive through your palms to lift them back up. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 2 more. Last one. In And then press knees down. Take a little child's pose. Just one breath in. And then one breath out. Slide forward to your belly. Let's hit those uneven push-ups one more time. So one hand a little higher, one hand a little lower. Push the floor away, knees or feet, all the way to the belly, and you switch. Ready? Let's hit 8 of them. Here we go. 8. Switching your plank around your belly. 7. 6. Your best for 5 more. Faster or slower, 2. When you're done, we'll meet in child's pose. And then knees down, child's pose. Take a breath. Good, inhale, bring it forward and back to your belly. Okay, we'll do a little spine strengthening work. So you can make a little pillow with your hands. Focus on your legs. I'm gonna build that low back strength. So stabilize the bottom half of your body, firm up your quads, squeeze your glutes, lift your legs, and then lower them back down. So you can relax your forehead all the way to the floor, all the way to that little pillow that your hands create. Lift and then lower. All right, 4 more here. 4, just the legs in motion. For 3, 2, and you'll keep your legs lifted. Last one, keep your legs lifted. This time, goalpost out your elbows, lift your chest, and then lower it back down. Lift, keep your legs strong. Lower. Lift. Release. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lift, hold. Big breath. Reach your arms back. Stretch through your fingertips. Reach through your toes. Get as long as you can. See if you can peel your chest off the mat even more. Lift up. Lift up. Lift up. Release. Plant your palms by your ribcage. Inhale. Take it to up dog or cobra. And exhale. Pull back to a down dog. Big breath in. And a strong breath out. Inhale, come forward to your belly. All the way down. Bend your knees, grab for your feet. This time, flex at the feet, grab onto your ankle, toes towards the back of your mat. Do your best to keep your quads down, let your chest open up really strong. Just turn on the entire back side of your body. Take an inhale, push through your belly, kick back as you exhale. Let your shoulders open. You can look forward, squeeze your glutes. Work to kick your legs back, focus on your breath. Relax your shoulders so you open up the front side of your body so you can think about driving down to the tops of your quads, just like you're straightening your legs behind you for 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently release. Plant your palms by your rib cage, up dog or cobra. Send it back to your down dog. Big breath in, strong breath out. Bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. Step, hop, or walk to a seat. Come sitting down. Sit up tall. Grab your weights. Let's do it. Lay all the way back. Whew. Okay. Send the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. Grab onto your weights, one in each hand. Start nice and easy. Weights over your shoulders. Drive your heels towards the ceiling. Lift up, bring it down. Lift and lower. Right, so simple and effective. Doesn't mean they won't offer challenge. Right? Simple does not necessarily mean that it's just like not hard at all. But again, look for that little bit of ease. Right, and the ease might come from your mind today. Your body is working hard. Lift and lower. Down and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it. Peel your shoulders off the mat. Keep it lifted. Work to lift your hips now. So drive through your heels. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Big breath. Lift, lift, lift. Good. 5 more. 4. Listen up. 3, 2. Stay lifted with the shoulders. You can release the hips to the floor. Right leg lowers to hover. Bring it back up to center. Lower it to hover. Back to center. Go right to left, left to right. Press down through your low back. If you ever need to set the weights to the side, do it. You can support your head with your neck, or your head and your neck with your hands, rather. Yes, you do support your head with your neck. That is definitely something that's happening. 4 more. Down through your low back. 3. Stay with your breath. We got 2 more. And then last one, hit it up right to left. And that's it. Release the weights, knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. You can release your feet to the floor. So we're gonna take a little combo. You'll plant your palms on the floor, pull your knees into your chest so your hips lift a little bit, straighten your legs all the way out. All the way in, they lift, and then straighten your legs. Bring your knees into your chest, lengthen them all the way back out. So knees into the chest, lift, and then straighten, lower, and lengthen. In, little lift of the hips, lift the legs, draw it in, straighten it out. Yep, little lift, straighten the legs, bring it in. Good, take your time, lift, and then control the descent down. See if you can keep from that kind of plopping of your hips back on the floor. It's hard work, but it's good work for 4. If it's for you, it is good work. 3. Last 2. Lift. And then last one. Lift and knees into your chest. Good, big squeeze. And release the soles of your feet to the floor. Squeeze it in nice and strong. Woo. Grab onto a weight in each hand and flip your palms up. So you got about a 90-degree shape. Palms facing up. We'll take a sit up to a reverse grip row. So peel your spine off the floor, sit up, nice and tall. Give yourself 1 row out and control your descent all the way back down. Give yourself your best, peel up, row out. Squeeze back with control for 8. Slow. Peel, lift, 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 lift. 7. 6. Super steady. 5 more. 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1. We meet at the top, so wherever you went, make it all the way up. Lean back a little bit. Reverse grip row out for 8. 7, 6, 5. Here we finish for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights into your chest. Breathe in, lift your chest. Exhale, nice and slow. Guide yourself down. Low back touches the mat. Hold it. Shoulder blades tap the mat. Hold it. Peel your shoulder blades and then tap them back down. We'll just do 10, 9, 8, 7. Here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lift, hold, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Release your weights. Give yourself a little squeeze. Knees into your chest and release the soles of your feet back to the floor. Grab onto your weights in each hand. We got time for 1 more, so let's do this. Stack the weights right over the tops of your shoulders. Squeeze your elbows and wrists. Stack your elbows and wrists, and you'll hinge from the elbows. Full pressure. Drive all the way up. Lower, and then lift. Lower, and lift. Good, so elbows are squeezed in nice and strong. Hinge only from your elbows, and then press it back up. Now you can keep your feet flat to the floor if this feels like enough, stay. If you want to add a little bit more, tabletop the legs. You'll start just here with a nice tabletop position, and then as you straighten, tap the right, back to center, switch to the left. So make sure that it's just a movement from your hips, and the knees always stay in that kind of tabletop bent position. Lift and then lower, lift, center, tap, center, tap, center. 5 more, 5, center. 4, big breaths here for 3, 2, last one, get it even, and then release. Knees into your chest, give yourself a little squeeze. Keep your right knee in, stretch your left leg long. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, squeeze your knee in nice and close. Create a little bit of space. And inhale, straighten your right leg all the way up. Grab above or below your knee. Pull your right leg in nice and strong. So you're just avoiding right directly behind the knee. And then nice and slow bend, lengthen. Pull the left knee into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze in strong. Another big breath. Straighten your left leg all the way up. Squeeze in, again, grip above or below the knee. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, tight, tight, tight. Just releasing your hamstrings a little, recline splits. Inhale, big breath. And exhale, release your foot to the floor. Pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a little squeeze. Rock and roll yourself all the way up to a seat. Come sitting up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders down and away, right arm across your body. So you can go a little higher or a little lower. It's up to you, but just a little space for your shoulders. And then take your right arm up, over, and behind. Sit up tall, whatever you choose. And then switch sides. Let's go the opposite side. So again, you can go a little higher or a little lower. Just look for your sweet spot. Just give a little release and relief to the shoulders. And then up, over, and behind. So make sure that especially when you're stretching the arm back, you want to work to open your chest. I'll just double up the stretch a little bit. Good, and then nice and slow, let it go. Take your right hand behind your back, left hand on the outside of your right thigh. Breathe in to lift your chest, and on your exhale, look over your right shoulder. Just resetting your spine here at the end of your practice. So look over your shoulder, bring it out. And nice and slow, come back through center. Left hand on the outside, right hand on the outside of your left leg. Left hand behind your back, breathe in, chest up. Exhale, turn to twist. Good, one more, come back through center. Give your shoulders a couple of rolls. Roll through your neck. Take another big breath in, reset, stretch up, and on your exhale, you can uncross the feet and lay all the way back. Take a moment, lay back. Take up some space. Open up your arms, open up your feet, close your eyes if that feels good, and just notice how incredible you feel. How good just 1 hour of your energy and effort can really do you. Give yourselves a little love, a little credit. Rest on your mat for as long as you like, right? You have full permission, and technically you still have 2 minutes. So take advantage of those 2 minutes if you got it. And have an absolutely beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much for sweating along with me today. It was a lot of fun. Whether you do this class live or later, I hope you really enjoy. You can let us know if you have any special requests or things that you want to see. You can DM us or comment or whatever you need, but let us know. We also have a new video up on YouTube, just a quick 20-minute vinyasa flow, little challenging style class if you need a little burst throughout your week. And yeah, so we'll see you all really soon, and namaste. Oh, no.